In the frost-draped valleys of ancient Europe, where icy winds wove secrets through gnarled pines and jagged cliffs, lived a people long dismissed as mere brutes of prehistory. But what if I told you Neanderthals weren't just grunting cavemen tearing into raw meat with bloodied hands? Think again. Welcome to Neanderthal Cuisine, a Maverick's guide to ancient eating, a thrilling journey through the intricate diets of our ancient kin. Through the lens of cutting-edge paleo-forensic science, we'll uncover what they really ate, a vibrant, diverse menu that fueled their survival and challenges every stereotype about their intelligence and adaptability. Prepare to have your mind blown as we reconstruct the feasts that sustain these resilient pioneers across millennia. Our tale centers on Dr. Ilara Voss, a paleoanthropologist with a shock of untamed hair and a relentless passion for truth. In her cluttered Berlin lab, surrounded by fossilized teeth, worn stone tools, and humming spectrometers, Ilara waged war on the outdated image of Neanderthals as one-dimensional carnivores. "The textbooks got it wrong," she told her assistant, Luca, as they sifted through ancient bones under flickering fluorescent lights. "They weren't just meat-chomping savages. It's time we rewrite their story with hard evidence." The prevailing view, Neanderthals as hulking, dim-witted hunters, was a caricature, and Ilara was determined to set the stage for a scientific reevaluation that would reshape how we see our ancient relatives. The spark for this revolution lay in recent advancements in paleo-forensic techniques, tools that peeled back time like layers of sediment. Dental plaque analysis, isotopic studies of bone collagen, and microfossil extractions weren't just scientific jargon, they were windows into the past, offering unprecedented insights into ancient diets. What did Neanderthals really eat? Ilara asked a skeptical crowd at a conference in Gibraltar, her voice sharp against the murmur of doubters. And how has our understanding evolved from crude guesses to undeniable evidence? That question became her North Star, guiding her team across rugged terrains to unearth the truth. Their quest began in earnest at Shanidar Cave in Iraq, a site rich with Neanderthal remains from 50,000 years ago. Here, groundbreaking archaeological finds transformed speculation into fact. Ilara's team carefully extracted teeth, their surfaces etched with microscopic stories. Under the microscope, dental plaque revealed a treasure trove: plant fibers, pollen grains, and traces of cooked starch. "This is no meat-only diet," Ilara whispered, her eyes wide as she magnified a sample. Isotopic studies on bone collagen told a richer tale. Carbon and nitrogen signatures pointed to a balanced intake, not just from devouring deer or bison, but from a diverse array of sources. The data screamed variety, dismantling the myth of Neanderthals as relentless carnivores. Further excavations across Europe painted an even broader picture. At Spy Cave in Belgium, Ilara's team uncovered grinding stones coated with residues of cattails, water lilies, and wild grasses. Plant microfossils and starch grains clung stubbornly to tools and teeth, revealing a surprising botanical component in their diet. They were gathering tubers, crushing pine nuts, harvesting berries, Luca said, sketching a Neanderthal woman kneeling by a stream, her hands deftly peeling roots with a flint scraper. Ilara nodded, her mind racing. This isn't random foraging, it's deliberate, skilled. Cooking plants to unlock starch calories shows a level of sophistication we've ignored for too long. Older methods, Ilara knew, had skewed the narrative. Early archaeologists fixated on animal bones, sturdy, fossilized relics that survive millennia, while fragile plant remains crumbled to dust. "We were blind to the greens because they didn't preserve as well," she explained to Luca as they cataloged finds. Modern interdisciplinary approaches changed everything. By blending archaeology with botany, chemistry, and even DNA analysis from coprolites, fossilized poop, researchers painted a fuller picture. Residue analysis on rare pottery shards and worn tools confirmed it. Neanderthals didn't just hunt. They cultivated a cuisine. The limitations of past methods led us astray, Alara said. Now, we're finally seeing the whole menu. In Germany's Neander Valley, where the species got its name, Alara's team uncovered evidence of food processing that spoke of ingenuity. Cooking pits, lined with stones blackened by ancient fires, dotted the landscape like forgotten hearts. Nearby lay tools designed for plant preparation, scrapers for stripping bark, mortars for grinding grains, pestles smoothed by years of use. Picture a Neanderthal family gathered around a crackling fire, Alara told Luca one evening, the glow of their own campfire casting shadows. They're roasting rhizomes, searing venison, maybe even wrapping fish in leaves to steam. This wasn't just survival, it was artistry, a cuisine born of necessity and creativity. The mastery of fire was a cornerstone of this culinary evolution. Controlled blazes did more than warm chilly caves. They transformed food. Fire softened tough roots, neutralized toxins in plants, killed parasites in meat, and unlocked calories from starches that raw eating couldn't touch. Fire control wasn't just a trick, Alara said, warming her hands by the flames. It was a leap in dietary expansion and nutrient absorption. It meant planning, foresight, maybe even recipes passed down through generations. The implications were profound. Cooking demanded cognitive complexity, a far cry from the brute survivalism of old stereotypes. Evidence of seasonal foraging strategies deepened the story. In spring, pollen traces in dental calculus hinted at berry picking in lush forests, where Neanderthals plucked bilberries and sloes under budding canopies. Summer tools bore marks of fish spearing in rivers swollen with meltwater, their surfaces stained with scales. Autumn brought hazelnuts and acorns, ground into mealy paste, while winter hunts targeted reindeer and boar. This wasn't haphazard, Alara explained during a lecture in London, her slides flashing images of ancient tools. They tracked animal migrations, timed plant harvests, and stored surplus for lean months. That's resource management, proof of cognitive depth we're only now appreciating. As Alara pieced together these clues, a new holistic view of Neanderthal diet emerged. They were adaptable omnivores, not the meat-obsessed brutes of lore. Their plates brimmed with variety. Olives and figs in the Mediterranean, lichens and roots in the tundra, fish and fowl where rivers met seas. They were mavericks of ancient eating, Alara declared, her voice ringing with conviction. Their diet wasn't just about filling bellies, it was about thriving in environments that would break most of us today. This dietary diversity had far-reaching implications for Neanderthal life. A varied menu fueled larger brains, supporting complex social structures. Imagine a grandmother teaching her grandchildren to identify edible mushrooms, their hands stained with earth as they laughed. Hunters shared kills in communal feasts, strengthening bonds that held clans together. Their intelligence shines through in these choices, Alara told her students. A flexible diet meant resilience, adaptability. They survived 300,000 years, interbreeding with Homo sapiens, leaving genetic traces in us today, blue eyes, red hair, even immune system quirks. Yet their extinction loomed as a mystery. Climate shifts, competition with sapiens, disease, Alara wondered if their dietary ingenuity almost carried them through. They didn't just vanish, she mused. They fought to the end, their cuisine a testament to their grit. Back in her lab, Alara crafted her guide's final chapter, a call to action for the curious. Don't let this story end here, she urged, addressing an imagined audience of explorers, students, and dreamers. Dive into paleoanthropology. Visit museums where Neanderthal tools sit in quiet display. Read the latest papers, join a dig, or simply gaze at the stars and wonder about our shared past. The discoveries keep coming. Each fossil, each microfossil, rewrites our family tree. Who knows what we'll uncover next? As Alara stood before a reconstructed Neanderthal skull, its empty sockets staring back, she felt a kinship. Their cuisine wasn't primitive. It was pioneering, a mosaic of flavors forged in fire and ice. Every bite they took was a defiance of the odds, a legacy that lingers in our own meals today. So, the next time you roast vegetables, grill a steak, or nibble a handful of berries, pause. Tip your hat to these ancient mavericks whose ingenuity flavored survival itself. Their story isn't over. It's still cooking, waiting for us to savor the next chapter.